Hello. How you doing? Haven't been back here in a while. Just sitting down and doing a talking video. It's been quite a long time, but yeah, I've been planning on doing it for a while, and then I procrastinated, and then um, the mood strikes, and here I am. So I was looking at older videos of mine, and I realized that my first minimalist video was in October 2025, which is 2015, October 2015, and it is 2020, so it's 5 years since I went minimalist, I guess. So I kind of wanted to do a homage to that. So here I am doing 5 things I learned from 5 years of minimalism. So the first thing that I learned is that minimalism is different for every person. For some people it's an aesthetics thing, for some people it's a money-saving thing, it can be like a lifestyle, full-on like goodbye things thing. Goodbye Things, it's a book, it's a minimalism book that I actually like. I listened to a bunch of times and it's really good. Yeah, so it really depends. I think it's different for every person, and I think it's important to see it that way as well. Just to realize that your kind of version of minimalism is not going to look like anyone else. What I found for me is that minimalism, well, it's just a mindset. It's the way that I approach my purchases or lack thereof. Anytime I need to, or the feeling arises in me that I want to buy something new, I kind of bring it through the lens of minimalism and see, do I really need this thing, or am I just looking for, like a dopamine hit of buying something new? Will I actually use it for the long run? Will it bring me value? Will it help me in some way? Or am I just looking for a distraction right now? Yeah, so that's kind of my own thing about minimalism, that it's a mindset. The second thing is that I learned quite a lot about consumerism and capitalism, and how our power is in our money. And, like it or not, we live in a capitalist society, and, it does give you a certain power. So you can choose what you want to spend your money on, where you want to invest your money, and all that stuff. Yeah, so just going into that side of minimalism. Problem. I mean, I don't know if anyone, if a lot of minimalisms minimalists would go into that, kind of deep philosophical aspect of it, but I definitely chose to, and I think it's a really interesting thing, being more intentional with your money and your spending. The third thing, and a very big one for me actually, was the environmental side of consumerism and intentionalism and all of that. I definitely went more into the kind of eco-minimalism type of thing, which, means that when I make purchases, I try to buy secondhand as much as I can, going through the fast fashion industry and the tech industry, just looking into those industries and how, problematic they are. So just making sure that I buy secondhand as much as I can. And luckily, I live in a big city in Europe, so I think the access that I have to secondhand tech and clothing and all that stuff is pretty big, so I'm very lucky in that regard. But it got me more into the environmentalism of minimalism, if that makes sense. Yeah. Like, don't buy shit if you don't need it, and if you do need it, maybe buy it secondhand if you can. That's like the essence of it, I guess. The fourth thing is something that I found really interesting, and that was definitely a process. It did not come immediately. It is way easier for me to get rid of things now. I'm not attached to any physical item that I have. I definitely have a few like nostalgic things still hanging around, like a little doll that my grandmother gave me, things like that. So, I wouldn't want everything to go down in flames. But if it was to go down in flames, if something happened to all of my items, everything I own, I'll be okay. I think at the end of the day, everything is replaceable, except for my brain. So, yeah, and that's definitely not it's a thing that took me a while, and it's not for everyone as well. Some people really love their books and their DVD collections and all that stuff. And I definitely, I still have a few DVDs that I kept, but it was way easier for me to get rid of, most of my DVD collection. But it took a while. Again, it was a process. I couldn't get rid of all of it, immediately. It wasn't like one day I decided to, okay, I'm getting rid of literally everything that I have. Nothing else matters, blah, blah, blah. It was a process, but I could definitely say that now I'm not attached to any physical thing that I have. Not to say that I don't use them or like them, but if they're gone, they're gone. You know what I'm saying? And the last lesson that minimalism has taught me is that it is not a linear path. It's not like, I got rid of, so many things, and then you get rid of more and more and more and more until you end up with nothing, unless that's what you want. For me, things came into my life, things came out of my life, left my life. My God, English, you're killing me. Things come and things go, and there is no finish line. Your life circumstances change. If you stay in one place for a long time, obviously you're going to accumulate certain amount of things. And then if you choose to move away, maybe you'll get rid of stuff. But there's no finish line is the thing. And it's just a process, like everything, if you live life, then it's all a process. There's no, ultimate goal to life. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Anyway, these are the 5 things that I learned from minimalism. I hope that you got something out of it, and that if you're considering minimalism, or if you've heard about it, or if, something that you kind of played around with in your mind, but then thought, oh no, but I can't be that, you see a certain type of minimalism and you say, there's no way that I can be, I can get rid of all of that stuff. Then, you really don't have to. That's kind of the point. Anyway, I hope you liked this rambly video. Again, it's been a while since I sat down to record one, so I'm getting back, getting that muscle back. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Like and subscribe, that's a thing that YouTubers say, right? Alright, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Mwah.